This woman was accused of being a witch and then dragged out of her home into the streets where she was beaten and set on fire by the youth of her community. And it gets even worse. It was said parts of her body were also amputated. And in a bid to make sure her loved ones do not give her a befitting burial, her remains after the lynching were swept and washed away into the gutters. This sad incident happened in Cross River State, Nigeria on the 18th of June 2023. And the victim, who goes by the name of Madam Martina Okey Itabor, was said to be a prominent member of a Catholic church. Even in the women's group, the CWO, where from, according to the story, all the accusations began. It was said that another woman who was also a member of the CWO, that is the Catholic Women Organization, accused Martina of being behind the death of her two sons. Now, the other woman in question, whose name we don't know, was said to have lost two of her children on the 13th of June 2023 in a terrible car accident. And somehow the woman felt or believed that Martina was the one behind the death of her sons, despite them dying in an obvious car accident. It's not like they died mysteriously. However, when that woman started pointing fingers at Martina, it seemed as though the accusation caught on. Almost as if everybody, including other women in the CWO, believed the other woman that Martina might have been the witch behind the death of the other woman's two children. It's unclear why no one stood up for her or why every other person believed it so easily, but there's a chance that she has been accused of being a witch and killing youths in the past. And so when the new accusation came up, the youths of the community did not waste time in believing it. Enter a youth leader by the name of Christopher Sunday Mbe, a notable political thug who decided to take the other woman's accusations seriously. He was the one who then eventually organized 14 youth and led them to Madam Martina's house, breaking into it, destroying her properties, even stealing some things from her, before ordering them to drag her into the streets, where she met her end in the most brutal way possible. And you won't believe the most shocking thing about this incident. It turns out that the CWO, that is the Catholic Women Organization, in the church she attends, appeared to have taken the side of the other woman who laid accusation on Martina. Even after the incident of this woman being killed, it was said members of the CWO went to the family of the other woman that accused her to console her. Even at the time that Martina was being killed, it was said her daughter was in church, but she was not allowed to go out to save her mother or help her mother because there was a chance she too could have been a victim of the lynching. And according to the story, the daughter claimed that a community leader or the king of their village or someone whom this case was brought to claimed to wash his hands of her accusation and told the woman before she was killed that if she was not a witch, she should defend herself. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they wanted her to do magic or if they wanted her, like, what more could she have done to defend herself that she was not a witch over 14 men in the community? How does an elderly woman defend herself from 14 men who are accusing her of witchcraft and accusing her of killing youths in the community with witchcraft? How would she have done that? Because I would love for that community leader to explain what he expected of her in order to defend herself. I don't understand why the CWO women took the other woman's side. A lot of people are saying maybe there could have been more to the story, that there might be a reason why the other women might have been scared of Martina. It's unclear why she's being tied or connected to the deaths of youths in her community. Is it possible she predicts it, or is it possible she foresees incidents? It's possible that might be the case, but we don't know how or why the youths in the community believes that she is the reason behind the deaths of their fellow youths in that local government. But regardless of what they feel or how they feel, nothing justifies what they did to this woman. And it seemed it took the Cross River State Police Department, after celebrities or people started coming out to speak against it, for them to even take action. It was almost as if the police had no plans of doing anything until people started speaking out. All the community boys involved in killing the woman, along with this thug, have been arrested, but it's unclear what their fate would be. It's such an unfortunate situation for the helpless woman. And I still don't know how someone would have been able to defend themselves from being a witch. This is like 2023. This is not the 17th century. So I don't get why this woman was accused and what they expected of her when it was time for her to defend herself from not being a witch. What more could she have done other than saying, I am not a witch? And if she was a witch, I don't think you guys would come into her house, break into it, steal her things, and she would just let you guys do it. If she was a witch, I think they would be a lot more afraid of her. Or probably she would not even have watched herself get killed by these people. It's just hard to imagine how people think. But it's a good thing that the police are on their toes and this woman might get the justice she deserves, with all the 14 boys accused of killing her being arrested, and hopefully they will be charged and treated accordingly by the law. It's sad. But you guys let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Should there be any future updates regarding this story, I'll be happy to update you guys because I'll be following it up. It's just unfortunate, and we do hope that by the end, those boys face the full wrath of the law.